person won't mislead you in any way. You can talk to your mother. That also works. You talk to your mother, or you can talk to your matron, the person who like trained you before you got married and all that. If your matron doesn't, if you don't really feel that your matron can do it all for you, you can talk to your pastor. Yes, religious leaders are very good mentors when it comes to such issues. So you can talk to your pastor, you talk to your parents, you talk to your counselor, or you talk to your matron. That really works.
There it goes. Now I'm coming back to you, because I do believe you have a hitting point for you to bring in such. Because now if you say, okay, there are men who does that, no, it's more like now you are coming in my view to say that even us men were a culprit of effective communication and tools and dubious means in angles. But I do believe even men out there, they know that I'll present them well, okay? I'll present all the men very, 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 very well, okay? So I want you to bring out it out, okay? If you don't, then definitely I know all the men out there, they'll be waiting to, we'll charge you, okay? A men association of Zambia will charge you, because you are not, in fact, you are not accusing, you are alleging. Those are arranges, because I think men can't do something like that. So you sum it up quickly in a minute. How do you intend to help out certain men or other women? Okay, because I do believe there are people out there who are being infringed in such a manner that they are oppressed. They can't even say, because it only takes someone who is a bit stubborn to come out and say, okay, so. But those who are cultured, they will just keep quiet, keep it within themselves, find light people to share it with. Kukamba, you just come out kuseni, just because you are facing problems with your wife, you can't keep them in the bedroom, even the neighbors, they will say, okay, mostly, what's your advice, what do you choose, what would you tell them to choose, what should they do? As Kazad has mentioned, they either go to church, they go somewhere, or what, they go anywhere, but what advice would you give, especially to men who does that? Because I do understand you have something, or rather you have seen it somewhere, and you have a better advice you can offer to those who are doing such.
You know, when it reaches such points, to be honest with you, staying is, will hate. Living will also hate you. You know,
so
two-way things now, you see.
You want to make a move and again
yes,
so.
That's true. When it reaches that point, everything hates. Points where one or two could make, they show remorse, you know. Such man really wants to make things right, but maybe there's something behind the reaction, or rather the attitude. Maybe it's influence. So you need to find out, you know, acknowledging what is leading to this person doing this, what, where, who, you know, you need to gather all your what's this
your findings.
Yes, you need to gather them, and then only then can you make a decision. So if it's influence, there are certain men who've got bad friends, also women. What we all at some point have had bad friends. So, but all in all, it's now you as a wife and as a man. Is you as a wife still wants to continue in that marriage where you are being mistreated, where before you were treated like a queen, then all of a sudden because a man has got a high-paying job, then they now start seeing you like something that is not worthy, you know. So that also is lack of communicating. But all in all, if mostly you as men, you don't like exposing issues, like for us women to be talking, exposing issues. So maybe you find a neutral person. If you can't talk to to the leaders from your church, maybe wherever, and then maybe you can just find a neutral person. Someone I don't know, someone you don't know. Let's say maybe a counselor. Maybe we don't know this person. Then we just go, we talk. Let the person, we need to make steps, to keep on trying. But when things have gone uncontrollably worse, and then that's the point now where I said if living hates, then
you can't live, you can't stay.
Yes, but then you need to make a choice. You need to make a choice. If you think you can endure, stay. If you think maybe you can't endure, but then when we go to the Bible, there's only one major ground of what's this? Of divorce, which is adultery. But then there are certain cases
Quickly,
where
quickly before
your
you
life is at
lose-
stake. Like,
before you lose your thought, now you have just mentioned of something like adultery. Okay, nowadays as it stands, entanglements, or rather for a better term we say adultery, they are happening there and then. Okay, and people, they don't intend. I think it's no longer something common to say, even if we are to go to the local courts to go and listen, maybe we take go in and say, okay, how men have been caught red-handed committing adultery? You'd find 0.0%. Okay, also something which someone cannot prove as at for now. Okay, unless maybe we don't know in the coming future. We go back to the word you said, there might be influence behind that misbehaving man. We'll call him misbehaving because that person is misbehaving. How do you handle situations whereby you find that the influence is coming from his relatives or rather his parents? How do you handle situations like that?
like that one is the worst, because I personally, I trust my family. Even him, he trusts his family. So whatever, at least we might not, it sometimes it's influence, but we see it as advice, you know. It might come as bad or it might come as good. But then at the end of the day, whatever advice that my family gives me, or whatever advice that the man's family gives him, at the end of the day is to sit down and think about, say, is this going to benefit me as a family man, or is it going to benefit me as a family person or as a family woman? Because the same relative has got their own family. So if you, the one who's being advised, give the same advice to your family, are they going to take it? So, like there, we don't just need to take whatever advice that comes from the family or that comes from the friend, but we need to filter. You get in what is important, then the rest, you leave it.